You hear it every year. A smile, a warm voice, the familiar words, "Merry Christmas." It feels harmless, expected, friendly. But what if I told you there's more going on than you notice? That simple greeting carries subtle pressure, expectation, obligation, social rules you didn't agree to, yet your mind obeys anyway. Even when you don't realize it, your brain records it. You replay it later, question your reactions, wonder if you seemed off. It's not malice, it's human psychology. It's the invisible influence of tradition, ritual, and social norms. If you've ever left a holiday gathering feeling anxious, drained, or guilty, even when everything was perfect, then you've already felt the hidden weight behind Merry Christmas. Stay with me, because after this, you'll never hear it the same way again, and you'll start noticing the subtle, psychological currents behind every festive greeting. You walk into a holiday gathering. Pine-scented air, twinkling lights, family and friends exchanging gifts. Someone looks at you, smiles brightly, and says, "Merry Christmas." On the surface, warmth, politeness, tradition. But inside, a tiny tension prickles. You feel, I should be cheerful. I should participate. I should match their energy. This is social guilt. Your subconscious interprets expectation as a subtle threat to autonomy. Tension rises. Anxiety forms. Even if you consciously enjoy the celebration, your mind registers pressure. And it's not just social norms. This pressure is built into the rituals themselves. Why do we obey it without realizing it? A coworker hands you a beautifully wrapped present. "Merry Christmas," they say. Days later, they casually mention what they gave others, what they expect in return. Gifts are more than generosity. They are tools of influence. They trigger the reciprocity principle. Humans feel compelled to return favors. Combined with the holiday greeting, emotional leverage is created silently. It feels innocent. But beneath the surface, influence is at work. How many small gestures have quietly shaped your behavior? At a neighbor's party, a stranger greets you warmly. "Merry Christmas." You respond politely. Later, you replay the moment. Did you smile enough? Did your tone match theirs? The brain encodes social interactions with emotional valence. Mismatched expectations trigger rumination, thinking loops about guilt, adequacy, and perceived mistakes. Even neutral greetings can create tension. But why does this happen in holidays more than any other occasion? Scrolling Instagram, perfect holiday feeds, smiling faces, ideal trees, extravagant gifts, "Merry Christmas" overlays images. Suddenly, your celebration feels lacking. This is emotional exploitation through social comparison. Your brain compares your experience with curated perfection. Guilt, inadequacy, and self-judgment silently rise. And it starts with nothing more than a greeting. A phrase repeated millions of times, setting the stage for influence. A relative asks, "Are you excited about the holidays?" You answer. Their raised eyebrow or faint sigh delivers instant feedback. You feel small, unsure. Even subtle gestures are forms of micromanipulation. Family can reinforce hierarchy and expectation without explicit instruction. Merry Christmas becomes a tool for emotional evaluation. How often have tiny gestures shaped your mood and choices without your awareness? Friends post party photos online. You're invited to some, missed others. Each Merry Christmas message carries weight. A pang of exclusion, subtle comparison. Loneliness heightens emotional sensitivity. Social cues, greetings, and rituals now trigger guilt loops and self-consciousness. This is why holiday anxiety feels disproportionate. It's not just the event. It's your brain's response to social signals. Your partner asks, "Will you bake cookies this year?" A simple question, but your brain hears obligation, judgment, and expectation. Requests disguised as traditions trigger subtle coercion. Internal tension rises between autonomy and social compliance. Guilt attaches silently to simple greetings and rituals. And this happens everywhere, from family to friends to strangers. Group chat notification. "Merry Christmas, everyone." You read, hesitate, wonder if your reply is good enough. Hours later, you check again. Digital greetings intensify rumination. Without immediate feedback, guilt and doubt fester subconsciously. Even automated phrases hijack emotional energy. How many hours of mental space are silently claimed by these tiny, festive nudges? You decorate meticulously, invite friends, smile. Yet, inside you feel drained and unseen. The holiday paradox. Giving joy triggers subconscious self-sacrifice. Pleasure for others becomes emotional debt. Merry Christmas subtly reinforces that debt. Could your festive joy actually be wired to serve expectations, rather than your own desires? Before responding to a greeting, you pause. Observe the energy. Notice your feelings. Respond authentically. Mindfulness disrupts guilt loops. Awareness restores autonomy. Merry Christmas loses its subtle control when you consciously choose your reaction. Few recognize this pattern. Most remain entangled, unaware of how tradition shapes their mind. You set boundaries, pace participation, choose how to engage. No explanations, no apologies. Intentional presence replaces reactive compliance. Recognition of social and ritual influence grants emotional mastery. Autonomy protects your mind from embedded guilt and subtle coercion. Once you see the hidden currents, you may never experience the same holiday the same way again. Pause before responding to greetings or requests. Choose how to engage. Participation is optional. Warning signs. Feeling guilty after neutral phrases or rituals. Subtle judgment cues from family, friends, or social media. Overthinking digital greetings. Avoid over-explaining or apologizing unnecessarily. Reacting emotionally to small social nudges. Anchor awareness internally. Observe guilt triggers without judgment. Treat holiday tradition as choice, not obligation. If this made you pause, it's because you felt it too. Like this video if awareness matters more than compliance. Subscribe to uncover hidden truths others ignore. Comment one word. Aware. Once you understand the hidden guilt behind Merry Christmas, you're left with one question. Who else is influencing your mind, even in moments meant for joy?